Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys had a good day today. It's about 12 a.m. right now. I scheduled post all of my videos, so stay tuned, subscribe, watch this video because this is going to tell you how to scale your ad sets all the way to the moon, right? So when you start testing your ad sets, and I always recommend at least more than 5 ad sets per product. If you're doing less than that, you're not giving your ad sets a chance to find the right audience, okay? So each ad set should have one interest and it should be from different angles. But let's say you have a winning product, you're getting a couple sales while you're testing. What you should do now, so you should always use videos when you're testing your products because you're going to be able to get data faster. I like to start out with lookalike audiences at 75% video views. So what you do after you test for 2 or 3 days and you see that a couple ad sets are profitable, you're going to make a custom audience for 75% video views. I like to wait until it has about 5,000 to 10,000 views before I start creating lookalike audiences, right? But when I do, I'll make that lookalike audience for 1 to 10%, and I usually start with worldwide to see where I'm getting most of my purchases from, and then I'll segment it. But you also need to use multiple creatives because your CPM will start out high when you are scaling, and then it's going to dip down because Facebook's like, oh, this ad set, this video is doing well on Facebook, let's give them cheaper ad costs, right? But then it's going to go back up because people are starting to see it more and more and more. That's called your frequency. So if your frequency starts going up, your CPMs will start going up too. So make different creatives. Easy tip to do is rename the video or picture in your desktop to a different name and then upload it back to Facebook, and Facebook will think it's like a new creative. Always start testing different angles because the name of the game is to scale vertically and horizontally at the same time. So create more ad sets and always try to scale vertically too by increasing the budget, not duplicating, but trying to make more ad sets at a higher budget. Different angles, what I mean, so if you're doing like a let's say like a baseball product, you can target baseball players, you can target people who like ESPN, you can target fathers who have, baseball, children playing baseball. There's a whole bunch of different angles. This is where you got to get creative, and this is when you become a great marketer if you can find different angles that work well with a certain product, right? So you need to know your metrics, you need to know your break-even point, what cost per purchase is at your break-even point, because when you start to scale to really high numbers, if you're making $2 to $5 on each sale, then at those high numbers you're going to make more money if you were making $10 on each sale but only having 2 orders a day. You get the idea. Increase your average order value before you start scaling into those lookalike audience. Start scaling vertically because your cost per purchase is going to increase, so you need to have more room to play with. Easy way to do this is a warranty. So when they go to check out, you can have like a $7.99 warranty that they can choose to opt in, and that's going to increase your average order value by $5 if you are getting most of the people to do that. Also, you should always be charging shipping. You can split test this, but I've split tested and I haven't seen a difference. I like to do $4.95 for shipping, but if you need even more, just try $7.95. Also, what I like to do is having a premium insured shipping for $4.95 and then like an ultra premium insured shipping for $9.95. And some people do buy the $9.95. This is just a way to increase your average order value. Also, an upsell. So getting the upsell bundle app on Shopify and then finding an item that they have to have when they buy this, right? So if it's like a toothbrush, then toothpaste. And it's cash over ROI. So see how much you're making at the end of the day, how much profit, how much actual money you're making, not your ROAS when you're starting to scale. ROAS is key when you're trying to find out if the ad set is doing well at the start. But if you are profitable, keep on pushing and trying to find more ad sets, scale vertically and scale vertically at the same time. Like I said, so I have another little slide or whatever in Photoshop because my PowerPoints were getting annoying, and I fixed my microphone, so hopefully that helps. It doesn't sound like shit with the noise in the background. But so if you find a good ad set, duplicate that, 2 to 5 times, and then wait a day or two, and then kill anything that's not working. This is an easy way to scale horizontally and find more ad sets that you can potentially scale vertically. Duplicate and increase the budget. Also, so this is another way. So if you have I like to start all my ad sets at $30. So if you're just starting out, then you can do 5, but it's going to take longer. And I've seen that if you have a product it might be easier for that product to get sales at $5, but when you try to scale it vertically at 30, it's going to be harder. I don't know why, but if it's going to do well at 30, then it has a better chance at doing well at 100. So you can duplicate it and then increase the budget to 30. If that does well, then duplicate it again to 100, 250, 500, and eventually 1,000 if you can get that far. But once you find what ad set, like if it does well at 30 or it does well at 100, then duplicate it again. Keep duplicating it and getting more ad sets at that. Some ad accounts do better at lower budgets, and then some ad accounts do better at higher budgets. So if you find that you have an ad account that is better with higher budgets, then that's your scaling ad account. So transfer all of the data into that ad account and scale vertically with that. So increase on the ad set. So every 3 to 4 days, increase the daily budget on the ad set. I like to do it at 12 a.m. so it has like that full day to optimize. So if you're at 30, go to 45, 75, 100, 150, 250, 400, and you get to 500, and then go to 1,000 if you're feeling crazy. So you also want to scale by interest and lookalike. So like I said, more interest, different angles. You can use the suggested tool on Facebook. It'll give you more interests that are closest related to that interest, right? So create your custom audiences, your 75% video views, your 95%, your view content, your add to cart, your initiate checkout, your purchase, right? And like I said, you want to scale horizontally. So how you're going to be able to really scale horizontally is by segmenting this kind of stuff. So you find out that United States is doing the best, getting you the most purchases, then segment it. So do 75% video viewers only from the United States, and so on, etc., right? And then you have so many more ad sets, and then do the second country, third country, right? And then you see that 25 to 35 is doing the best. Now segment it again, segment, and then find those winning ad sets above 2.5 ROAS or 3, and then try to scale vertically. It's as simple as that, all right? The hardest thing with Facebook ads is doing product research. So once you have that down and you can find winning products, this is really what you need to do. Just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So also with interest, you can do like influencers, shows, actors, magazines, etc. Any different angle that you can think of, do it. Also, I like to do objective scaling. So all of the objectives, you can make a campaign for that product, and you'll be surprised about the cost per purchase that you'll see like in a PPE campaign. What else? I mean, that's really it. Hopefully you guys can take in all of this information, maybe watch it twice, 3 times. I've done this when I first started. I would watch videos multiple times so I can really understand their process of how they do it. I have a video on what I do for product research. I do exactly that every time. That's really it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this content. I'm sorry about the previous videos with the noise in the background. I have a Blue Snowball microphone, so it should be good. I will be upgrading the webcam, so it's going to be crystal clear quality. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are getting some money today on your Shopify. Also, start with the general store, like I said. Find a winning product. Transfer all of that data into a new Shopify store, niche store. Start testing congruent products to that. Building up that email list. Start your email marketing, and then you can eventually sell that. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. This is the e-com game, all right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, comment. Any questions, I'll be there. I'm out. Deuces.